Have you ever wondered how much money has been wasted trying to build the ultimate weapon? Throughout history, governments have spent billions of dollars developing military machines that promise to change warfare forever. Some looked unstoppable. Others seemed decades ahead of their time. But despite their incredible technology, many of these projects ended in failure. One of the most famous examples was the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. Although it became operational, its development costs were so enormous that each aircraft ended up costing more than $2 billion when research and production expenses were included. Originally, the United States planned to build over 100 bombers. In the end, only 21 were produced because of the staggering price. Another ambitious project was the Zumwalt-class destroyer. Designed to become the most advanced warship ever built, it featured stealth technology, powerful radar systems, and futuristic weapons. The U.S. Navy originally planned a fleet of 32 ships. Instead, only 3 were completed. The reason was simple: costs kept rising while the mission kept changing. Even the ship's advanced long-range gun became almost useless after its specialized ammunition grew so expensive that each round reportedly cost tens of thousands of dollars. The Soviet Union also chased ambitious dreams. The Lune-class Akronoplan looked like something from a science fiction movie. Flying just above the ocean using ground effect, it could travel at aircraft-like speeds while carrying anti-ship missiles. Military planners believed it would be almost impossible to stop. But the massive machine required expensive maintenance, specialized infrastructure, and the collapse of the Soviet Union ended the program before it could become a major part of the fleet. Perhaps the most unbelievable project was Project Pluto. During the Cold War, American engineers developed a nuclear-powered cruise missile that could stay in the air for an extremely long time while carrying multiple nuclear warheads. The concept worked on paper. The problem? The missile's nuclear engine would spread radioactive contamination across everything beneath its flight path, even during testing. The project was eventually canceled because it was simply too dangerous. Then there was the A-12 Avenger II. The U.S. Navy wanted a stealth attack aircraft that would replace older carrier-based bombers. Billions of dollars were invested before engineers realized the aircraft had become far heavier than expected. Costs exploded, deadlines slipped, and the entire program was canceled before a single operational aircraft was built. Not every failure came from the United States. Germany's proposed Landkreuz P-1000 Rot remains one of the largest tank concepts ever imagined. Weighing around 1,000 tons and armed with battleship-sized guns, it looked unstoppable. In reality, it would have struggled to move across bridges, consumed enormous amounts of fuel, and become an easy target for bombers. It never left the drawing board. History is full of military projects that promised to dominate the battlefield. Some were simply too expensive. Some arrived too late. Others pushed technology beyond what was possible. Yet many of today's most advanced weapons exist because engineers first learned valuable lessons from these failures. Sometimes, history's biggest failures become the foundation for tomorrow's greatest successes.